How's it going, guys? I'm your host Caravan Gaming. Welcome back to another Nostalgia Quest series, and for today's episode we are going to be going through the next few parts of the Bizarre Flag saga. So today's episode, I think we only have time for Bizarre Flag, so let's go ahead and check that out. And some of the earlier previews, they are actually now perma rare, so we can no longer access those, but we'll just access and go through whatever is available. So part 7, Aftermath. Ooh, looks like we are on our way to finishing off the Bizarre Flag saga as well. Alright, but that being said, I do think this season is going to come to an end very soon, because the stat revamp is going to be this week, if I'm not mistaken, and I can't wait to see what new stats and what new build that I'm going to be playing with. Okay, on top of that, I do think that the what do you call that, the Doomlight packages, yep, they are probably going to come in April, fingers crossed. Okay, so if they do come in April, then I'm going to pick them up, and we'll see how the stat changes affect everything, and maybe we'll, you know, play around with a new build and a new season of Nostalgia Quest. I mean, this season has been running for like super duper long already. I've been playing the dodge slash build for quite a while. I mean, I'm still having fun with the build, to be very fair, and it's not like I'm getting tired of the build or anything, but you know, I want to switch things up and, you know, change it up a bit every once in a while, just to, you know, maintain that high level of interest and passion that I have for the game. And if you guys are getting tired of the game, I know many of you guys are already like max level, have all the best items in the game, then I urge you guys, go ahead, try out different builds, try out different items, and you may find your interest in the game being reinvigorated. Alright, so that being said, let's start today's video. In the mind-bending conclusion of Bizarre Flags 2, Mostly Harmful, you learn that Dawes has a dark history with Atlas Maxwell, and that he has leveraged that history to gain Maxwell's help in an audacious plan to kill the Anunnaki Avatar, who are also ancient primal avatar of the Elemental Lords themselves. Valiantly, the heroes of Law struggled to prevent this, but unable to overcome the stem of the tide. And to overcome and stem the tide of the strange creatures, Dawes has led his own copy of Battleon to create the Heroes of Law fail. But one battle, no matter how massive, does not define a war, and regardless of the strange twists and turns that Dawes' incredibly confusing story has taken, one thing remains clear: this is war. All is not over for the Chosen of Law. Indeed, they are just getting started. Valerin, are you here? A boat said I could find you. Whoa, what is this place? Looks a lot like a dizzying version of the void. Yes, I'm right here. Do not be alarmed if I shift through my forms as we talk. I'm just getting used to the peculiarities of each piece of myself. Typo here. As to this place, is some sort of map of the omniverse. Dealy lets you search for things and open real portals to, well, anywhere. Anyone too, I think, but I don't know that I wanna try that. That was unremarkably intelligible, almost understandable. Are you alright? What? Yes, of course. Why do you ask? Usually intercheck technical names, jargon, and other unintelligible gibberish. Yes, finally, guys. Our character is becoming self-aware, and Valerin is finally speaking normal for once. Okay, really well. Okay, if you like. This is a tempospatial claudication nexus coupled with a virtualized scanned Shire class planetarian and Deific horizon expanders. Is that better? Boom. Valerin, who is stolen web? Wait, what? Where do you hear that name? The strange dreams keep happening. Web is Dawes, or more accurately, Dawes is Web. I think he took the web disguise first. Both are fake. Given how much time tampering the man's nature allows it is hard to say. I gathered that much. What did he do? He sent some kids on wild goose chase through Celestian history. But his real goal was to alter time so that Eljon was never born. Normally gods are immune to that sort of thing, but Webb saw that the events that were altered changed the timeline and pivot points. This made it so my own portfolio and that of several other deities was altered in the process. The Pantheon itself was entirely restructured. Much of Celestia was destroyed. And to think we bought his current disguise. You stopped him and made him leave, obviously. Eljon is still here. How do you do that? We didn't. The same hero got wise to Dawes and undid its changes, and then as a whole, the Pantheon banished him from Celestia. One of the few cases of unanimity in the Pantheon. Why doesn't the Lorian Pantheon do the same thing? I gather it's much smaller than the Celestian Pantheon. Getting consensus should be easier. No, that would be a supersized mess. Dawes is far too tied to events on this law. Abjuration will force an extra-dimensional being back into its home reality. He could be banished from just this time by use of an abjuration maybe, but that would take a god willing to directly act against him. A local? Could it be someone whose hand was freed to act against him personally? Well, yes, I suppose. Where could he find someone like that though? He killed you and then manipulated the pieces. I think that qualifies as freeing your hand. Isn't that a bit uncharacteristic for me? No, I do not think so. That man, or whatever he is, assaulted you. Once you decimated a whole Brujado army just for the threat of it. One thing though, Eljon said you did not act against him before of the danger to law. If he could have been abjured without danger, why did you not do this before? I'm afraid I cannot fully remember my reasoning, but I suspect it has something to do with the problem of access. I have to get very close to Daos and take him by surprise if I were to pull off an abjuration. Well then, Webb has just made another mistake. Can you act like yourself? What are you getting at? It's simple really. You take the place of this Ardendor fool he has following him around, and when the opportunity arises, you strike. How diabolical, and also simple enough that it just might work. Yes, I can act. Boy, can I. When the time comes, Daos is going down. There's just one thing. I need to figure out something sufficiently definitive of the man to substitute as a true name. Daos definitely is a lie. It will not work. So you get very close and watch and wait. That will also let you get close enough to see what he is up to with Maxwell and your splinter. Now, what if your analog returns before then? If he returns and I see him first, I'll eliminate the problem. In the meantime, I'll have the abode keep looking for him so we hedge our bets. At least thanks to you, we now have a plan. Okay, so that is the end of that. Next part. Wait, part 6. Going backwards. Okay. That's weird. I think the preview was removed or shifted somewhere else. Yeah, never mind. Battleon was killed by Seth K. Daos, a name that, like much of Daos' actions, has been a lie. All that is known for sure is that he is a shadowy figure with unknown motives, and that his past apparently involved taking the place of the being who was known to our law as the mysterious stranger, and altering the position as he saw fit. Somehow Daos appears to have replaced him completely throughout the timeline of our law's history. Without actually damaging that timeline, Battleon has not returned to the world of the living, but in fragments. The fragment in control of his body has been nursed on the poison that Daos has spilled, and the others, well, things are going to get very interesting. In the depths of nothingness. What do you want of me, Shadow? Oh, it's not what I want of you that brings me here, but the pieces are almost in place for what it is you want of me. What could I possibly want of you who awakens me and disturbs my rest? You can never fully rest though. You dream, do you not? I dream such horrible dreams. And you have been forgotten, lost. While law moves on, you are not even the shadow of a memory. They will not. Forgotten, no worse, ignored. Your work and life are meaningless. Meaningless? The very fabric of your being has been unraveled by changing time. Uncreation will be kinder, for at least in that there is forgetfulness. You lie. Must I draw you of all people a map, even named as you are? So be it. I can prove otherwise. Do you wish to see? I warn you, it will be most unpleasant. Show me. Somewhere between Darkovia and Battleon, our own law. They appear to be stabilized, but they still need to be tested and... Yes, I understand the importance of your study, but the window is small. I do not wish to interrupt you, pupil, but it is necessary that the flags be obtained quickly. For what? I wish to reassemble myself, and hopefully in doing so, learn how we might reassemble you correctly and also to restore another to aid us. Dude, why do I need those other pieces? I feel awesome already, and who needs another person to cramp our style? I do, you insufferable idiot. The depths of limbo, the void. The directions are near complete. I can see you grow more apprehensive already, but there is a bit more. What more? The final proof of your being forgotten. What proof? You say Cartwright has returned not once, mind you, but twice over. Cartwright's analogs are not my concern. Oh, but one of the two is your original. There can be no doubt whatsoever. You took your enemies here to prevent such a thing, didn't you? Yes. I thought so. His escaping death does not explain. You also anticipated them coming to get you, or your body at least. They did nothing of the sort. Instead, the Lorians fought with both Cartwrights. They saved his progeny. Even the Calessians answer to his beck and call. Show me. It is necessary that we remove our limits. Without you, other fragments disrupting the process. Whatever, just let me secure my roaming experiments, and never mind that, you stupid idiot. I begin to regret saving you. Whoa, how quickly the story changes. Battleon, I'm sorry I yelled. My dear pupil, I realize the importance and value of the work, but we have no time. But they might run rampant. True, and that will slow down those who impede us. They could be pretty disruptive, buddy, and that might draw us unwanted attention. But you said that you wish to test them, did you not? Think of it as the ultimate experiment into their stability. The Lawrence will have to go to war to clean up the mess, and you and I are free to do our other work unimpeded. Ah ha ha ha, I like it. Now are you ready to transport us? Alonzi. So see, the very man you were lost to eliminate, they accept with open arms as an ally while you remain lost. Maxwell, my friend, there can be no other conclusion. What do you offer? Okay, so that's Atlas Maxwell. Return and vengeance, truth and lies. I accept. I thought you might. Meanwhile, in some other version of law, this world is another loss. The energy here seems to be based around joy and light. That is quite the opposite of our desire. We must try again. Gup, stream me. Affirmative, Minister, right away. It's bad enough that I'm getting nightmares. I just wish it wasn't the same one every night. And Daos, why does it always have to be him? Though I guess I shouldn't be surprised that last son with the clock is giving me nightmares. But why now? And why do I keep dreaming about him taunting us with a new clock? Because he is. If you look up in the sky, you'll see another clock. I really don't want to, Eljoy. If I don't look, maybe he'll go away. While that may work with some things, this is not one of them. I presume you've been having the same dreams I've been hearing all about. Yeah, Daos, scramble and scratch all you like. As the headless chickens you truly are, there's nothing you can do. My plans cannot be stopped. Unfortunately, I bear bad news. His clock is counting down once again, and new monsters are stirring. They are re-elementized versions of Law's native monsters, and I sense celestial magic about their transformation. For this to happen now cannot be coincidence, and can mean only one thing. One of the splinters of Valorant's consciousness has been subverted. That is very bad news. I suppose there are ways in which it could get worse, but don't. Just stop right there. Whenever someone around here says it could be worse, it gets worse. Astute, but too late. It's worse. There's uncreation energy gathering all around, and it's not doing or any design, and it's not my doing or any or design of my lord the Galen. I too distrust coincidence. Is the clock still there? Yes. Still counting down? Yes. Are those the fires of attacking monsters on the horizon? Yes. Oh man. Poor hero. Then I guess you have some work to do. Battleon. The strange cloud continues to tick as you near Mount Troll, and an ominous sense of foreboding settles in across Law. What is the source of the odd uncreation energies? More importantly, what is coming? Time to fight through the last of these reverse element creatures and get to the bottom of this once and for all. Okay, so let's go by ourselves. Sir? What is it? Stream failure, Minister. The power source blocks teleportation. We need to find a means of containing the energy first. Minister Briha, how lovely to see you again. Have we met? Well, why no, not as such, my Draco mammalian friend. But I know all about you and your work with for Kelnair, both within and without the network. I see. I also am quite familiar with the matter you are dealing with. In fact, it is the result of network action that it was created. There was a meteor storm many months ago. Are you saying that this is a bizarre flag? I am indeed. Citra Rigorate attempted to use the flags at my behest, but I fear he was undone by the caprices of fate and his lack of foresight. Something's up. Oh, wait, what is this saying? Comes he? He comes. Oh, okay. There's one talking even more odd than usual. What did he say, Skag? Samick? Is more. Okay. He comes. Who comes? It will have to wait. We appear to have visitors. Both card rights? Given our history, you have some nerve showing up. We have no time. We have Maxwell, what are you? How you get back? This is great, but I don't understand what's going on. Careful, someone has been whispering in his ears. Daos, Maxwell, you can't trust Daos. He's a liar. I don't think so. He's among the only people that told me the truth. How could you even forgive what Cartwright has done? How could you work with an agent of the Galen? It's not that simple, Maxwell. Cartwright has helped. Is he or is he not the Omega, the Galen's manifestation of law? Well, yes, but then I don't need to hear anymore. Nothing will ever convince me to forgive him for what he has done to me and mine. Epsilon was telling the truth. Epsilon? Maxwell, please. Oh yes, the being you call Daos is the Epsilon. Didn't you know Cartwright? Your disciples' plan shall be something at last. Our people consider Epsilon a god. We aided him before we realized his nature. You cannot trust the Epsilon Atlas. He seeks to destroy the entire universe. An effort for which you will have my help. We shall kill the Avatar, then we rebuild within our image. Now, traitor, stand and fight or die like the treacherous scum you are. Vengeance is mine. Atlas Maxwell. Okay. Let's do mech a lot. Okay, let's get this battle started. I think we can do destruction burst. Yup. Earth will not be that good. Bring out water. Turn all of this on, and weapons, yeah, it doesn't matter, we'll just do destruction burst. And there we go. Maxwell's gotten into you. You never would have. He's here. Yes, I'm here. Now then, would not what? What wouldn't Atlas Maxwell do? Twittery canaries. So it was true. Daos is the Epsilon. Daos, what have you done to Maxwell? Oh yes, it is true, Cartwright. And soon it will be law, and not just you and your stepfather. That is Twain. Hehe. Was that supposed to be a clever pun? Clearly Daos has had a bad influence on him. What have you done, Daos? Done? Why just shown my new friend the right light in which to view you and your new allies working with Omega? For shame, for shame. So where is the uncreation energy coming from? Soon it won't matter. Soon I will collapse the boundaries of the elements and recreate this world after my own image. I do not think I will be allowing that. The Lord I serve has ordered this world spared. Even had he not, uncreation is one thing. Complete elemental annihilation is quite another. Reality itself would begin to unravel. And you think that you can stop us? Even aided as you are, the Avatar will die at my hand. I'll become unforsaken by forcing all the pieces of the Anunnaki to recombine to one. And then I will give Law a gentle nudge. Without her Avatar, the elements will collapse even more than these creatures. I don't think so, Daos or Epsilon. Whatever name you use will stop you. This interview has ended, Ducky. I'm sick of your quacking. Maxwell, come along. Just a sec. You really shouldn't have left me behind. You should have found a way, whatever the cost, to save me, and I will be coming back to see you. Count on me, daughter. Time is of the essence, Atlas. Trade your familiar barbs on your own time. Father, please. Oh, it is far too late to plead, child. We will stop you. The Anunnaki never cooperate with oppressors. Oh, but we both know that's not true, young Cordem. But say it enough and you may begin to believe it. You didn't even know for sure where you had teleported with Smith. So then you shall use equipment from the ship. That's just it. Most was stolen by network agents. Are you going to accept excuses, Maxwell? I save you where all others fail. Ignore this meaningless banter. Of course I'm not going to listen. They should have found a way. No effort should have been spared. I was worth that much. Indeed, now let us leave. You are being abused and deceived, Maxwell. Why can't you see it? It's you who cannot see, Chosen. So see, if you say your wishes shall be fulfilled after all, that you no longer wish them is irrelevant. I wonder, what is it Smith would say at a time like this? Oh yes. Hey baby, you can't blame me for feeding on the hate you created. I just take and use what was there. Now Alice baby, let's chat. That's disturbing, Daos. She go into show business. Maybe so. This curtain is just rising, buddy. Count on it. That was a mess. Could Maxwell fall for such a thing? Daos must have been working on him in the deep void for too long. Remember too, that vengeance is rarely rational. And he's a Forsaken given new life. His soul, remember, was taken by truth. He's not at all Maxwell as he lived. So now what? Now we want the Avatar and prepare for Daos' next move. Who are you? Wait, I've been known by many names. The guise I wear on this lot and another is in fact just that, a guise. On Arturia I was known as Samoret. On Kelesia I was known as Dolon Web. And for much of your lost history I took the name Seth K. Daos. None are true names for I have no such thing, but they will do well enough. I can aid you in transporting the flag, and indeed in using the flag in exchange there is for two little favors. That name is known to me from my people's records. During my father's time, I posed as a priest in the forest well to the north of our own region, did you not? That I did. You deceived the deities of law. That is quite impressive, Daos. I have many talents. That I can imagine. What favors do you ask? I have some unfinished business with this law that I will appreciate your Draco expertise in completing. And the only other request is that when we do leave, I am taken to your own law with you. That seems reasonable, depending upon the business you wish to complete. How else will you help me to use the flags? Precisely. Also, you are looking for someone who wanted vengeance, weren't you? You seem very informed about my movements. It is in my nature to keep very informed. I see your information is correct on that matter. Well, I might have just what you need there as well. Okay, that's the end of that. Ooh, this was a super duper long quest. Okay, just paintings and house guards. Many faces of Battleon. Ooh, this is actually quite a nice painting, but I'm not gonna waste 500 tokens on it. Guards, okay. Hold on, let me just pause the video here for a little while. Okay, so the next part is actually going to be the special mission, but it's once again a super long dialogue quest with only like 1 or 2 battles. So instead of, you know, making this like a super long, super chatty episode and me just talking for like freaking 45 minutes, I'm going to end the video here and we will continue this special mission the next episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's slightly shorter episode, and if you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host, Caravan Gaming. Peace out.